Hello, in this video I want to talk about implementing Grey Rock. It's a tool that can help you manage the contact you have with an emotionally abusive person, but does it really work? Hello, my name's Elizabeth Goddard from Revive Your Soul, and on this channel I'll talk about healing from emotional abuse, breaking the invisible chains that keep you tied to the relationship, stopping you from moving on and keeping you in pain. If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe, and if you're returning, welcome back and thank you. In lots of videos I've talked about using Grey Rock if you can't go no contact with an emotional abuser. It's a tool that can help you manage the contact you have with them, but does it really work? No contact is the best way to manage a relationship with an emotionally abusive person. It's like drop kicking them out of your life and shutting the door. There are so many emotions that you're experiencing and they go up and down. You know you're right, they were not a good person, and you can see the way they treated you or made you feel. Experiencing the shock of realising your life had been a lie and questioning if they really did love you. And if you're in contact with them, this causes you more pain, especially if they want to play games. Perhaps they're a family member or you work with this person and you feel no contact is not an option for you. You might be in the process of divorcing them, or you might have children together and they use them as an excuse to be in contact with you, or you use the children to still play a part in their lives. If we strip this down to the very basics, the emotional abuser needs attention, and different people in their lives provide a different grade. In the same way a diamond has different values, this is how they view people. They grade them on the quality. So if you're buying a diamond, there's a grading scale used to identify the 4 C's: the carat, the cut, the colour and the clarity. The nearer to excellent the diamond is, the higher the price. For the emotional abuser, they have a similar chart. And the better the quality of attention, ability to respond, emotional response that you provide, the higher up the grade scale you appear. When you were first in a relationship with the abuser, you were providing excellent attention. You'd be a D to F in colour, so you were pure. You were flawless or internally flawless in your clarity. You were a 2 to 5 in carat, and you had an excellent cut. However, towards the end of the relationship, they damaged you so much, you've been downgraded. There will be some supply to be gained from you, but only if they're bored, or they just want to check in, or check what control they still have over you. During the relationship, they studied you, you were a project, and they know what they need to do and say to get an emotional reaction from you. And they've also stored in their memory banks this information so they can use it to top themselves up. And that might be knowing how you're going to react when you open an email or receive a message from them. And I've said in many videos, if you need to be in contact with them, to use the Grey Rock technique. But my question now is, does it actually work? So I want you to get a piece of paper and write out what it is that's holding you back from going no contact. If you need to do the Grey Rock technique and there is no other way but to have them in your life, then you need to make sure you have divorced them emotionally. And that means that if they contact you for any reason, you don't respond. There isn't a micro movement in your face or tone of voice when you answer the phone or you see them. It means they don't cause any reaction within you. You break the ties with them, these invisible chains, and you heal the wounds that they've picked that scab to. If you attempt Grey Rock and you haven't healed, you're giving them a supply of fuel. You are feeding them with the attention they need. You don't have to say a word, they can just tell. They will feel your pain and they will feed off it. They will hear it in your voice, and this is enough for them to gain fuel. If you send an email, they will know by the tone and the words you use. Being emotionally fit is healing the triggers, breaking the bonds, working through the hurt and the trauma. Emotionally divorcing them means that they can no longer hurt you or feed off you. If you have been responding in that way, let me tell you, you're not alone. But now you know you can actually do something about it. Using the grey rock technique does increase the chances of them hoovering you. Remember, this is a game to them. They need to stay out of abandonment jail, and they use people for what they can get out of them. Every single person has a value. They assessed you and decided that you were worth their investment of time and money, and they calculated their ROI, that's the return on investment, and you made that grade. If they perceive you trying to take control, they will try and claim back the power of the situation, causing more havoc in your life. Just when you started to breathe again, they will try and suffocate you. Grey rock to the emotional abuser is an invitation to engage with you, and they know at some point you will drop your guard. They just need to find the right time or the right combination, and you will reveal how you feel, how much they've hurt you, and they want to know how much power they still have over you. Divorcing emotionally means you can look them in the eye, you feel nothing, they can say anything to you. It's like wearing a Teflon suit, nothing sticks. Remember, you were a project, they studied you, and they know what to say and what to do and what buttons to push. This is a game to them. You need to be like a broken toy. It's not worth their time, so that they really do discard you. So I hope you found this video useful. If you are having to implement grey rock because you do have commitments with them, then make sure you've emotionally divorced from them. You've healed the trauma bonds. You've worked through that pain. So you're no longer worth their time, so you can move on with your life. If you'd like to know how to work with me on a one-to-one basis, you can visit my website, reviveyoursoul.co.uk. I'll drop in the links below, the groups on Facebook that I run, and I will also put the links to both my books, Finding Lily and The A to Z of Emotional Abuse. Freedom comes from breaking those chains. Sending you loads and loads of love.